Many hours would you say that you put in to testing Train Life?
Oh my god, that'll be about I don't know 2,000 hours.
What?
I would say something like that.
What up? Hi Keeler, how you doing? What's up? What's up, guys? As the title implies, we are going to have a very special stream today. Every stream that we do is very special, isn't it? We have our CQA in the house, Grzegorz Lewiński. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, thank you much. Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's good. Now, Greg, you've never been on stream before, ever.
That is
Ever.
that's my absolute first. That's my absolutely first chance.
Very nice. Are you nervous?
Yeah, actually, just a little
Oh.
bit because no, first of all, I don't see. First of all, I will turn this off. That will be much better actually because I had a little bit of issue with my headphones. I think it should be better right now.
Okay.
Yeah, first and foremost, basically, yeah, it's my first time ever on Twitch, on any kind of social media, basically. When it comes to my face, when it comes to doing anything about me. So yeah, I'm really excited for this opportunity. Thank you, Mike. And also, I would really appreciate, maybe not appreciate, but I would really enjoy if you guys just cut me a little bit of slack, okay?
Yeah,
I'm not,
guys.
I'm not really that.
Make Greg feel at home. Everybody, give him a nice round of applause. Give him a nice poggerino in the chat, and yeah, let him know that we are happy to see that he is with us today on the stream.
Term? Is that a special Twitch term, Poggerino?
Poggerino? Yeah. welcome to the Twitch world, man. Usually,
right.
I mean, Poggerino is like my own twist on it, right? But like, people usually say like Pog. Actually, I mean, I think that like the whole like Twitch culture thing. I mean, if you're like an outsider looking inside on like Twitch chat, like it's like a completely different language. It's absolutely insane. Like the things that people say on Twitch, they don't usually say it on social media, on the street. It's like, how people say like LOL, haha, that was funny, no, over here it's like Monka S Pog Kek W, like it's like absolute, it's like a different, I'm telling you, it's like we're living on Mars, man. It's like we're living on Mars.
I mean, well, first of all, basically, I mean, I never even watched Twitch stream in my life. Actually,
ever? Never
ever.
In your life? Ever?
Never in my life.
Wow.
Never in my life. The only thing I ever saw was I don't know from the different YouTubers that are, I would say, Twitch centered. I would say. But always at the same time, exactly, there was this like little snippet of a YouTube video, right? And that's why I would watch, basically, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's it, basically. So yeah, thank you guys for the welcome. Just so you know, yeah, I'm a little bit of stage fright, just a little bit. Don't worry about it.
You're all good.
I think I'll be. Yeah.
You know what? Just imagine everyone in their underwear. That usually helps.
Well, yeah, that's the problem because basically I don't see these people, right? It's not a symposium. Yeah. I know they can see me, right? But I can't see them. So whoever is right now listening on Twitch, take your pants down, please. Just go nude. It will really help me out right now, okay?
Guys,
because it's mental image.
Twitch
just
chat,
mental image.
Take your pants off right now so Greg can feel better. Mike, did you move your desk? I swear the TV was over your other shoulder. No, maybe. I don't know. I think it's because, yeah, you're right. My camera is a little weirded out. I think it's because I flipped it. I flipped the image. So, Greg, you said you don't watch streamers. So what do you do for fun? What do you do to entertain yourself?
Oh, well, I play video games, obviously.
Nice. Of course, you played Train Life, right?
Oh, yeah, of course I did. Numerous times. I mean, I didn't play it I tested it,
Right.
basically, I didn't play it.
How many hours, before we get into like what you like to do in your off time, how many hours would you say that you put in to testing Train Life?
Oh my god, that would be about, I don't know, 2,000 hours.
What?
I would say something like that.
Holy shit, man.
Well, dude, I mean, I'm a QA tester. That's what I
Yeah,
do, right? The
yeah,
game is just
yeah.
the game is just going and going and going, right?
2,000 hours of testing. Man, that's insane.
It's pretty obvious that that number may be a little bit exaggerated. I would say it's closer to the 1,500s, but there are people on our QA team who have been working on the game for a very long time.
Yeah.
And one of our guys, I would say, has easily 3K on that one.
Really?
Yeah,
and that's just testing the game. Like, let me ask you a question, because like,
yeah, sure.
Playing a game like Train Life, you know, for testing it for 2,000 hours, like it sounds like, to the average person, it sounds like it would be like super monotonous. Like, what do you? Is it boring? Is it fun? Like, do you break? Like, how does that look like?
Oh, it all depends. When you're an QA tester, right? A functional QA tester, right? Which, despite me being CQA, I'm doing a QA right now also to just help with the team. Right. Basically, FQA is, it can be monotonous. It can be mind-bogglingly monotonous, basically. I've been doing QA for about 7 years now. And yeah, depends on the tasks, depends on what aspect of the game you're checking, right? If the tasks are, let's say, interchangeable, right?
Okay.
You have new tasks on top of the old tasks,
right,
which are no longer than a month, then that's okay. But if you are doing the same kind of shit for about, I don't know, 6 months or something like that, there will be burnout. There will be a problem, of course. That's unavoidable, unfortunately. So that's when the little QA testers intuitively just comes in, right? Because the team leader might tell you, check the weapons on this particular section, but it doesn't mean it doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot do other things at your own leisure, right? Check the textures, right? The graphics and all that stuff. You are at no point there's an inhibition, but no way in the point of time at your work are you, let's say, discouraged to like find new bugs.
Right. So like, how does it, like, what, like, bring us a little bit into your life. Like, what is the daily, like, obviously you don't have to go into details, right? But just like generally speaking, what is the daily, what is a day in the life of a QA tester? Like, what do you do? Like, you wake up, you go to work, what happens?
Okay. Well, first of all, our team leader, in coordination with the other leads, depending on what it is, right? Depending on what the changes in the game are happening right now.
Right.
So, for instance, there is a new mechanic that the devs would like to implement, right? And then the team leader we have a morning call, or an email, what have you, and we just find out what is the scope of the tests right now.
Okay.
So, for instance, if we have you guys were like really hoping for the AI trains, for instance, right?
Yeah.
And you did in the community, you did also say that the AI trains were broken fundamentally. Basically, right? So right now, what's happening right now? Basically, the team is also the dev team is addressing these issues, and all the changes that are happening right now for the new patches, it goes over to us.
Okay.
So we don't. So for instance, let's say the game is big, right? It's a big game with huge amounts of different mechanics. Despite it being a casual sim, right? It's not a real hardcore simulator, right? It's not a real hardcore simulator. It's a casual sim. I think we can all acknowledge that little fact right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, and the fact of the matter, but it's still a sizable game. It's still, somewhere. It's not huge, right? But it's still somewhere. It's still big. So we as QA testers, we do not have the opportunity most of the time to just check the entire game, right? That's play testing, right? That's play testing. That's the fundamental reason between QA testing and play testing. A playtest, what it means to playtest the game is what you guys are doing in the community actually right now, right? You guys are actually playing the game, and all the bugs that you are finding out right now comes naturally. When a QA tester sits down, right, he only checks what is, let's say, the name of the day, the dish of the day.
Right.
And like I told you, basically, right? I told you right at this point that it could be like the mechanics of the AI train, the service centers. It could be the animals, even, right? Basically, right? And that's what we do. We focus on the tasks that we have.
Right.
We are not playing that, even if we have a free range.
Right.
That's called destructive. Right.
Right. So because like when I think of a QA tester, right? Like QA stands for what? Quality assurance?
Quality assurance. That is,
right.
And that is a poor term in my
Why?
opinion.
Why is it a poor term?
Basically, the entire team, the devs and the testers, the entire company actually who puts out the game, even the publishers, they are responsible for the quality assurance of the title.
Right. Right.
And the main problem is that since we are this group of people, this group of workers that, so very, like, let's say, a little bit of hubris. We are titled quality assurance.
Right.
People sometimes have the wrong idea that when we find the bugs and when we report them, then they get automatically fixed.
Yeah. I think that's super true, because like when I'm working community, right, I'm the community manager, right, and like people, I mean, there's a lot of the same problems that like people keep addressing, right, and it's like and they expect them to be fixed like boom immediately, right? However, while there is some game-breaking issues that need to be addressed immediately in order to prevent the game from like literally breaking, right? Which those are taken care of like as soon as possible, right? There's also just some issues that just that they need to be put on the backlog, right? And that's normal, right?
Of course. I mean, people are people, basically, right? People are people. A lot of people actually. I mean, I come back to my first ever project that was Dying Light.
You worked on Dying Light?
That was my very first project. The game was almost completed. Basically, I only spent 2 months on it, basically, right?
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, that was my very first project, let's say, like in the gaming industry, right?
Right. That's awesome.
As an QA tester. And after the game came out, I did the stupid thing, the most stupid thing that any single QA tester can ever do. And that was check the forum chats, the Steam chats, and let's say like what happened, basically, right? And I mean, I believe that a lot of people over here in Twitch land know that the Steam forums can be kind of toxic. They can be a little bit, let's say
people are very opinionated. Let's just say that.
That is true. That is absolutely true. Yeah.
Sure.
And that was the first and last time when I got upset by Steam comments. Like I said, 6 years is a long time. There was a lot of projects on the way, FQA and CQA. So yeah, basically I just got, let's say, I got a little armor on that now. So
you gotta I worked in customer service for 2 years, online customer service, and
dude, I worked retail for about 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of jobs where I worked with people directly, customers directly, and stuff like that, right? And the first like couple of months, like working any customer service job, or like the worst job is like cold calling people and trying to sell them something. Like that's where you really gotta like have like this sort of armor on your like psyche, so you don't get like offended by people calling you out. But yeah, like it takes some time to like build that like sort of distance to like not take things personally when people like attack your game or something like that, right? And especially as like a QA tester, like I could imagine it's probably sort of difficult. Like do you still check the Steam forums for trying? No, you're just okay.
No. Even if I do, I always take these comments with a huge mindful of salt,
Right,
basically, right?
right,
I
right,
don't. I can't be bothered, right? I can't be
right,
bothered because first of all, no offense, of course, to the gamers, right? But
right.
first of all, the gamers have mostly have no idea what's going on behind the scenes,
True.
and also they have no idea what it comes down to. I mean, I think we can all agree on one very important point. So when it comes to making video games, it's really hard. It's
Yeah,
really,
and
really hard.
I made that point, man. Okay, look, I have been working in the game like sort of industry like for a while now, but I've never worked like, until now, right? Like behind the scenes, like seeing everything that happens, all the
Hmm.
processes and the people that it takes to actually make a good game. I mean, of course, shout out, like legit, shout out to the indie developers out there, cuz man, like that it really takes a lot of skill, patience, I don't know,
Dedication.
dedication, effort to make a game with like 2 or 3 people, depending on like the scope of the game, right?
Dude, it's a passion, right?
And it's a passion, right? And like now that I'm like working at a game developer, I'm working here at Simteract. I totally get it. Like I totally understand why it takes so long to make certain games, right?
That's
Like
true.
man, shout out to you, shout out Draco, shout out. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and it just like it's mind-boggling the amount of effort, resources, money, people it takes to like make a video game, right? And that goes back to the point where like, I mean, like I'm a gamer too, right? I've been playing video games for 20 years, right? And like, you know, before I came into this industry, I was sort of like really naive. I was like, why can't they just fix it? Like just do it, right? Like, but like now that I'm a little older now, a little bit wiser, I sort of get it. So
That is an eye opener. I would
yeah,
say
yeah.
that's definitely an eye opener. I mean, when I came over to Simteract, I was working for a big outsource company,
Hmm.
and basically, there was like a myriad of projects. I mean, not to brag, but my name is on a lot of credits actually. Basically,
Wow. Name a
so
few. Go ahead and
uh,
brag, man. Name a few.
okay, Batman Arkham Knight, the Arkham City and Arkham Asylum remasters, Rhyme. This is a little game by Tequila Works. That was also Tales of Vesperia.
Okay.
That was also Doom 2016 on a little capacity, basically.
Okay.
I mean, when you're working for a big outsource company, especially as a CQA tester, because oh yeah, guys, so do you know what a CQA tester is? A compliance tester, basically.
Oh yeah, because there's a CQA tester and just a normal
And
QA tester, right? So there's there.
no, there's differentiating. Both of them are QA, basically,
Right.
yeah. But
Right.
there's FQA, means functional, yeah,
Okay.
functional QA tester.
I don't know. Like that's something I don't know. I thought it was. I thought there was one title QA and that's it.
Well, that's
So
yeah.
you could enlighten us, please, and me as well. We'll learn
Okay,
something today.
so basically, who are not in the know? FQA tester, it's easy. Functional QA tester, functional QA assurance. That's the guy who does the grunt work, right?
Right.
He's the guy who will literally lick the walls to find like textures that don't work, Z fights and all that.
Yeah.
Functional bugs, which are like you know functional bugs, right?
Right.
A compliance tester, a compliance engineer, what he does, he is a little bit not he is just a little bit up there because certification and compliance means that you're testing the game just to make sure that's legible for
Okay.
being for being published on a platform.
Right.
Xbox, PlayStation, the Switch, Stadia also, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Steam also, I think, right now has
Right.
their own compliance, let's say, procedures. And what a compliance engineer does, a CQA tester does, is he basically has this huge list of test cases from Sony, from Microsoft, from Nintendo, and all that. And before the game even is allowed to be published
Mm-hmm.
on said platform, it has to have tick off all the boxes, right?
Okay.
For this platform. So basically, in my case at least, CQA testing is at the same time more challenging, but at the same time more banal, and definitely I would call it, well, boring, right? Because you only have these test cases to check.
Right.
While when you are an FQA tester, you actually have free reign, right?
Ooh.
Depends of course on what the team leader
Right.
or the leads actually want from you, right?
Right.
So at this point, so yeah, guys. The game, as you probably know, is coming to consoles, and I will be one of the people who will be responsible for them coming over to consoles, just to make sure, right?
Yeah, I
So
mean
yeah.
that's awesome, man. I mean, like I was saying, like for me, like when I was thinking of a QA tester or a CQA tester or any kind of tester for video games, it's like I always thought that it was just like, you know, you slam your head against the keyboard for 12 hours a day until you find the problems. Like that's what I was.
Until you do that also, of course.
Oh, okay, okay.
You do that also, of course.
Okay.
When let me put it this way: whenever there is no such thing as a bugless game, right? There is no such thing as a glitch-free game.
Cyberpunk. Okay. Yes. What?
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
We talked about that. We talked about that.
Yeah,
we talked about that. I have issues.
Yeah.
Let's just put it this way. I finished my job, my last job, because of that title, and now I'm here. So that's all the comment I'm gonna do right now.
Okay, fair enough.
Make with this what you want, right? Basically, right?
So what made you decide? Did you always want to be a CQA tester, a QA tester? Like, did you wake up one okay? How about this? I think a more important question: do you have to go to school to become a QA tester?
Of course not.
No.
Okay. Jesus Christ! Of course you don't have.
So you don't need like a diploma in QA testing. Right?
Oh my God, no. First of all, what you need, basically, the standard in this country, in Poland, right? At least is a good handle of English.
Right.
That's like a given, basically. And you have to like video games. And I mean all video games.
Right.
When I came over to my old company, when I started, I specifically said that, yeah, I'm a guy for RPGs. I really would like to test some RPGs.
Yeah.
During the course of my career, there were 5 RPGs. I didn't get none of them, not one. So that's one thing. Second of all, yeah, of course you have to be you have to be perceptive. You have to be perceptive.
Sure.
But even if you don't know anything about the video game industry, if you even don't know what a Z fight is, if you don't know what
I know what Z fight is. I found that out last time when I was streaming. I can tell you what Z fighting is. I can tell you right now. Let me educate you, okay? Because I learned this, okay? Z fighting is when you have 2 graphical assets like crossing each other, right? Like going crazy in the.
And then the flashy little.
And then like the flashy thingies happen. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey is at this point standing to be a standout QA tester.
I am going to be a QA tester. I'm going to talk with our CEO from now. Yeah, guys. So on that note, we're gonna end it. Greg, thank you, man. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Monday stream.
Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure, my dude.
It was a really cool experience, and I'm also really, really happy to have had this opportunity to be a part of this. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the community for being here, for helping us make the game even better. And until next Monday, remember, we stream every Monday, 7 p.m. Central European Time. And we'll be back with some more train life and more guests and more fun. So on that note, have a fantastic night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Like, click, and subscribe.
Like, click, and subscribe. Yay!
See you guys.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.